Hey guys, and welcome to SHAY'S STOCKS. It's day 7 and video 13, and it's been a red day. Has it ever been a red day? My money wasn't in, so I got to just sit there and kind of watch everything happen, and I spent the day thinking about what I want to do next. There were some pretty good deals out there, but I don't know if this is the bottom of a down tick, so we don't want to get too involved. But I think in terms of going forward, you've got to ask yourself what you want to get out of this. So, say I put 3,000 in Meta, I'm looking to make about £600 off that in 12 months. Very low risk, very, very likely to happen. You know, so that's like top end of the scale in terms of low risk, low reward. And then I was thinking, Google's next. It's $300 a share. They're doing all this amazing stuff. They've got shares in SpaceX. I think 7% of SpaceX, which equates, they put in 900 million quid. Which, if SpaceX goes IPO this year, will net them, I don't know, a crazy amount of money. 900 billion or something nuts. So that's all profits. So you've got them bang in the middle, and you're looking at twice as many shares. Reasonable price today, so that was an option. And then ONDAS keeps coming back to ONDAS. It's cheap to get in. It's all heading in the right direction. The CEO is former Wall Street finance guy. He knows how to sort the books. He knows how to present a good case. Their recommended price just went up from $10 to $12. So that's cool. Just after a brief conference they gave to kind of tell people what was happening. General consensus is that their profits are going to go up next year. And they're on the cusp of a large industry. You look at all the other drone companies on the NASDAQ, there's one that's like $3, but all the others are like $40, $60, $70, $200. There's big scope for them to grow. So that is one of those that could go either way. Stick your money in, you could make an awful lot of money, or you could lose some money. You sit on it for long enough, company grows, it's not going to devalue and stay devalued. So in terms of all those, you just got to ask yourself, what do you want to get out of this? Bottom of that list is high risk, high reward. Middle is probably sort of Google, that's kind of in the middle, and then you've got your high end sort of Meta. Stick your money in. So come next week, I'll have a decision on that, or maybe sort of middle of the week, depending on how the market looks. I'm not in any major hurry to get the cash back in yet, but it's definitely going to be, I've narrowed it down to those three now. Chuck it all in Meta for a small gain, but I don't think that's going to warrant everyone's investment, because 12 months time I'm saying, hey guys, right, we've made £200, that's 100 for me, and it's 10 for you, 20 for you, 40 for you. That wasn't what they signed up for, and that's so pretty much Meta's off the table. Google, if I was to spend 3,000 odd at $308 a share, I think you're getting like 13 odd shares, something like that. And you could easily make $40 a share in 12 months. So that's 40 times 13. You're up to the sort of $600, $700 mark in 12 months, which again isn't bad. I'll be like, oh, there's my 200, and boom, 50 for you, 60 for you, 80 for you. I think they'd be quite happy with that. But I still don't think it's enough, And it might be a case that I end up splitting risk and rewards. So I've got maybe a smaller amount at the higher risk, and then some on the middle, and see maybe go from that way, that angle. I'm going to have to sleep on it over the weekend. But yeah, so that's where my head's at. It's been a really bad week for the market. I can see it improving. We were smart enough to get our money out at the right time. We're not in a hole. And then come Monday, we have quite a big decision to make in terms of where to put it. And it might be all three of those. But I'm thinking probably Meta's off the table, because what's the point in having it in there for 12 months for £200? Pretty much deletes that one. But potential winnings for ONDAS, if it even goes up from, I think it's $8 odd now, say 12 months, what would be realistic? Price target of 10 to 12 now, 16, a double up. Maybe that's excessive, but if they do what they want to do, I don't think $16 is that excessive. You're talking an actual double up in 12 months. That's where I'd like to be. That's where I'd like to be. So yeah, lots of thinking to do this weekend, lots of videos to watch, lots of deep dive and research to do. I want to look into their financials, projections. I wanted to look into, what they plan going forward, and give it a lot more thought and make a key solid decision this weekend before Monday when markets open again. So until then, guys, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching Shay's Stocks. I've quite enjoyed this last few days. No money in there, just watching the market kind of struggle a bit, and knowing that it's not costing me any money has been good. But when do you jump back in? That's the thing. There's some pretty good bargains out there, but not if it keeps going down. Then suddenly they look quite expensive. But then look, I'm probably overthinking the buy-in price. In fact, I definitely am overthinking the buy-in price. It looks really good on the account if you buy in, say, Google's 308 now, and it goes up to 315. Then it looks like you're making really smart decisions and you've got a bit of short-term profit in there. Well, that's great. But really, if you're buying at 315 and it goes down to 308 and up to 350, I mean, it's the same thing. Where do I think these stocks are going to be in 12 months' time? That's ultimately the case. And I think, Meta will be up $50 in 12 months. I think Google will be up $50 in 12 months. And I think ONDAS will double up to $15-16 in 12 months. The more I say it out loud, that seems, that seems like the play. So I've just got to be prepared to stick it on, not worry too much about entry price, and not track it every day, not feel the need to kind of be too attentive. Obviously, I'll have my get out amounts, so that if it does get low, then I'm aware that I can just pull it, reset, look elsewhere. But yeah, I'm glad I had this conversation, because it's cleared my mind. It's made Meta a non-factor. It's made my number one play ONDAS, and it's made my number two play Google. But I am going to do my research before I put anything on. So enjoy your Friday night, enjoy your weekend, and I will be in touch Monday, perhaps. Like I say, I won't necessarily post Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday if I don't put anything on the market. That's just, I'll only update now if I have something to tell you, like I just had. So, just sharing my thought processes with you for this video, my plans going forward, and my reasoning behind now narrowing our stock choices down to 2 for next week. The prices are decent. Buy-in price isn't ideal on ONDAS. It's gone up a bit. It's gone up quite a lot. Well, it was 7.5 when I wanted it the other day. Now it's 8.5, so not a huge difference, but because you get a lot of shares, it makes a lot of difference. So yeah, that's on this. So we'll see about that one. And I think Google is 308. That should easily just settle above there, and even if it doesn't do wonderful smashing things and fly up the charts, it's not going to go down from there a great deal. So anyway, really going to go now. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.